A very good morning to all of you. I hope you all are fine. In today's session, we are going to continue with Marketing Chapter 1 Communication Skill, Session 5th, 6th, and 7th. Before that, we have completed Session 1 to 4. Now, in Session 5, session is Barriers to Effective Communication. What is effective communication? How we will know it is effective or non-effective? Basically, there are different type of communication. Total communication types are three. Communication could be verbal, it could be non-verbal, or either it could be visual communication. But all these methods can only be effective if we follow the concept of 7C. And what are 7Cs? 7C is clear, concise, concrete, correct, coherent, complete, and courteous. Now, what is the meaning of all these? We will discuss with example. First is clear. Clear means be clear about what you want to say. Second is concise. What is concise? Use simple words, like don't use the complicated words in your sentence. Third one, concrete. Use exact words and fact, because little bit change in the word can change the sense of word also. Use correct spelling and grammar. Coherent means words should make sense and related to the main topic. It means sense should not be changed. That word you are using, it should be generate the same sense in which we want to write the sentence. And complete, it includes all the needed information that is required for a content. And courteous, be respectful, friendly, and honest. Every time use greeting words like hello sir, welcome sir. In between use greeting words also. Now, next topic is barrier to effective communication. Communication could be affected by four reasons. First reason is linguistic, second is cultural, third one is physical and organizational, and fourth one is interpersonal. Barrier to effective communication. First one is physical barrier. What is physical barrier? When person is not present in front of each other. It means when there is a lack of face-to-face communication. This type of barrier is called a physical barrier. Physical barrier is the environmental and natural condition that act as a barrier in the communication in sending the message from sender to the receiver. So, not being able to see the gestures, postures, body expressions, body language, it is less effective when we are using this method. For example, text messages are often less effective than face-to-face communication. Next is linguistic barrier. It is related to your language. The inability to communicate using a language is known as a language barrier to the communication. Language barrier means to say a sender and receiver both should have same language. Due to mismatch in language, there will be misunderstanding, misinterpretation. So that such type of barrier is called linguistic barrier. Like I know English, then other person can also use the English also. If language is a gap, then it cannot be communicated properly. Third is interpersonal barrier. Barrier to interpersonal communication occurs when sender's message is received differently from how it is intended. It means same feelings and same expressions are not presented in the barrier. It is also very difficult to communicate with someone who is not willing to talk or express their feeling or views, like stage fear, lack of will to communicate. Personal difference can create also interpersonal barrier. Next is organizational barrier. Organizations are designed on the basis of formal hierarchical structure. Like sometimes it happens, some policies, rule regulations, standards, or behavioral norms, etc. These such type of barrier are organizational barrier. So every time for communication, the person should be feel free, then it can communicate in a well managed or suited way. Or cultural barrier is when people of different culture are unable to understand each other's customs, resulting in inconvenience and difficulties. People sometimes make stereotype assumptions about other based on their cultural background. It means when culture is different, like take some example, some person is from Punjab and some is from Haryana. They are trying to communicate, but due to the different in culture, they are not able to communicate properly. Now, ways to overcome this barrier. How to overcome these barriers? Use simple language. Do not form assumptions on culture, region, religion, or geography. and try to communicate in person as much as possible. And use the visuals. It means to say present in the form of pictures or charts. Take some help of a translator to overcome some differences, or be respectful to the other person, either he is friend, either he is your company owner, either he is your neighbor. Now activity part is there. Activity part can be performed in a classroom only. Like we will form a group in a group we will perform an activity. Someone will be the customer, someone will be the seller. So this can be performed in a classroom, that is practical activity. Some MCQs or some your practical session is there. So try to solve this particular progress part, try to perform, try to resolve the exercise part and send me the PDF for the same. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me again. Writing skill. When we are writing a letter, we are writing a statement, some parts of a statement will be there, that is called parts of speech. Writing skills are verbal communication. It include email, letter, notes, article, any form it will be. In all this form of written communication, we use a sentence to express ourselves. We use to sentence express others. Sentences are important because they help to clarify the present of message, what we want to say. We all know that a sentence is a group of words that communicates a complete thought. For example, Pooja goes to school. On the other hand, a group of words which doesn't make complete sentence is known as a phrase. For example, Pooja goes. There is no sense of this sentence without using the next statement. So a sentence always begins with a capital letter. It always ends with a question mark or full stop or exclamation sign. So in this session, we are going to discuss about parts of speech. Like, when will you complete your homework? It is a question mark. I completed it yesterday. It's a general statement and it with full stop. And that's good. It's a exclamatory sign. It means some expressions are there, feelings. And which word can be capitalized? For that, we need to learn the formula, and the formula is teens. What is teens? Teens, T presents title, I presents I word, name, N presents names, and S presents starting of letter. Like, capitalize the first letter in the title used before the people name. Like Doctor, Mr., Mrs. First word will be capital. Title will be start with capital letter. I mean to say, when we are using letter I, when it is used as a word, he said that I should accompany him to the mall. I should be capital. Name, any name, place will be capital. Like, Suresh is planning to visit London next year. Place is London, person name is Suresh, so both will be caps. And S means starting letter of sentence. Every time first letter will be caps. Everybody knows. Next part is punctuation. Punctuation means to say certain set of marks such as full stop, comma, question mark, exclamatory sign, apostrophe, all are the part of communication to separate part of sentence for better clarity of message. Punctuation marks include full stop, comma, question mark, exclamation sign. Full stop will be used at the end of sentence. Comma will be used to indicate a pause in the sentence when we are taking some break in between. Like, after getting down from the bus, I walk toward my school. So comma will be in between. Question mark in case of we are asking some question, and exclamation sign used to end of a word or sentence to indicate a strong feeling like hooray, wow. These such type sentence are called exclamation sentence. And apostrophe will be used as S to show the position or belongings. That's my car. That is Shobha's cat. It means it is belonging to that person. Now basic part of speech. Basic part of speech include noun, pronoun, adverb, verb, and adjective. Noun like name, place, animal, anything. Pronoun he, she, it. Adjective. Adjective means salty, spicy. Verbs means walk, talk, go. Or adverb will be slowly, quickly. These type of adverbs are there. Now let's start with part. What is noun? Word, naming word that refer to as a person, place or thing or idea. Kavita bought a book. Kavita and book are noun. Pronoun, words used in place of a noun. Like Kavita bought a book. She has a great book collection. It means she is a pronoun. Adjective, words that describe other words. Like Kavita bought a best selling book. Best selling book is an adjective. And words that show action. Kavita buys a new book every month. Buys is the verb. And adverb that add meaning. Like Kavita quickly read her book. Quickly tells us the adverb. Like statement is there. Hooray! Sham and his team won the exciting match yesterday. In which exciting is a adverb. Sham, team and match are noun. Yesterday is the word that is as a adverb because it describes when they won the match. And hooray, the and end. These such words are remaining words in the sentence. Such sporting words are used to join the main statement. These are called sporting words. Sporting part of speech are like article, interjection, preposition and conjunction. This chapter is related to your grammatical part only. Like articles a and the, and, but, each conjunction, preposition in, on, etc. and interjection wow, oh no, like this. Some supporting statements are there. Article a and the. Article generally used before the noun. Conjunction join two nouns, phrases or sentences. Preposition connect one word with another. And interjection express strong emotions such as happiness, surprise, anger. Statement is there. Wow, the boy was taken by surprise because he saw a bird flying over his head. So we can cover in practical part also this thing. After practical exercise there, try to solve the exercise part. Activity part is also there. We can perform in classroom only. Try to solve the MCQs that are given as a exercise part. And next part is fill-ups is also there. What will be the noun or verb will be used? Try to solve all this exercise part. Afterward, next session is writing skill. Writing skill include part of sentence like subject, verb or object. Like Sonia drives a car. Sonia is subject, drive is a word and subject is a car. Sentence like he swam in the lake. He is subject, swam, verb and lake is the object. So type of object will be direct or indirect object. Direct object that are directly used. It means they are directly acted on. And on the other hand, indirect are answer 2 or 4 where action will be performed. Like statement is there. Ravi repaired his car. Verb is repaired. Car is verb plus what? And direct object it is car. On which effect is there. The children played football. Verb is played, football is verb and football is direct. And the parents sent him a postcard. Now see. Sent is a verb. Postcard is verb plus what? And to whom? Him. Verb plus by whom. And postcard, direct object. And to which person? That is indirect, him. So, to which person it is given? It is indirect object. And to whom is sent? It is the indirect object. Types of sentence like Ram is reading a book. Ram is a subject, is reading. Reading is a verb and a book is a object part. Active and passive sentence, active voice and passive voice. Like Ram is reading a book is being read by Ram. It means does the action, who does the action? Ram. It is active. Who receives the action? Book receives the action. It is passive. Now, active voice, passive voice, you know very well. Ali changed the flat tire. The flat tire was changed by Ali. So, active is to whom and by whom. These are some examples are also given. You can see in your exercise part also. Types of sentence. Sentence could be of question, emotional, or we can speak declarative, interrogative, explanatory or imperative. That will always end with full stop that are called declarative. When we are asking a question, these are question statement. When explanation sign is there, it is explanatory. And imperative shows an order or command. And paragraph is a group of statement. Paragraph can be written in a proper way. Sense should be proper. Afterward, activity part is there. And some exercise part is there. Try to solve the exercise part related to sentence, types, object, and grammar. In this session, this much. Thank you. Have a nice day.